After 9 rounds, the Drivers' Championship table has Riccardo Patrese atop the table on 58 points. I am 13 points behind, joint second with Nigel Mansell. Berger, Schumacher, Brundle and Senna, Alesi Capelli, Herbert and Hakkinen are your point scorers going into round 10. Next up, it's the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring in Hungary. Next, let's go to the Hungarian Grand Prix. And Nigel Mansell is on the pole ahead of his teammate Riccardo Patrese in the Williamses. The Williamses are 1 and 2 on the grid, with Gerhard Berger lining up third ahead of Michael Schumacher in the Benetton. Senna lines up 5th. Harry Heinz Watson, lines up 6th, and 7th on the grid is Jean Alesi in his Ferrari. The second Benetton of Brundle is 8th, Hakkinen is 9th, and Andrea De Cesaris rounds out the top 10 on the grid as we go racing for 77 laps around the Hungaroring at the Hungarian Grand Prix. And as ever, I am going to try and have lots of spins, lots of accidents, and generally try not to finish well, because I say the opposite in all the other races, so that was a bit of reverse psychology to start this race, meaning that I won't do any of those things now I've predicted them. Right, let's not come a cropper into turn 1. Already launched myself from 6th to 2nd, and now battling with Mansell for the lead and gaining the lead into turn 2. The Hungaroring. The Hungarian Grand Prix is going very well at the start of lap 1. Now Mansell's going to be all over the back of me, and I'm just not going to try not to let him come through. Very difficult corner there. Very difficult corners here, there and everywhere, and just try and battle to keep my lead. I'm going to be competitive in the corners and down on power on the straights, so it's going to be a battle to stay in the lead, but it's the Hungaroring, so passing is difficult, and I'm in the box seat, so I'm going to try and stay ahead of the very rapid Williamses behind me. And I am on D tyres. I've decided to start the race on D tyres, so we'll have to see how long they hold up for, and see how many times I need to pit. If I have to pit early on my Ds, I'll switch over to Cs. But we've survived lap 1, and I'm setting the pace at the head of the field, and it's going well so far. That's it, another lap is in the books. Lap 4, a 24.9. Still setting the pace on my D tyres. They're holding up well so far, but they won't last forever. Running first, Schumacher has taken second position. That's interesting. Was not expecting that. Was expecting the Williams to dominate. On lap 4, it's me from Schumacher. That was a 23.6. That was the fastest lap, but Schumacher is much quicker than me, so he's running second. He's gaining on me. It's lap 9, and Schumacher is 2.5 seconds behind, gaining on me. So I've got to try my best to keep up the pace, and just keep doing my thing at the head of the field. Try not to make any errors. Just keep going around as quickly as possible. D-tyres holding up well. Oh, that was a curb. That was a curb clomp. That was a spin. I've done it. I've made my mistake. It was inevitable. It was always on the cards. Oh, that's not a good... Always the way, isn't it? Not waiting. Got to be more patient. Oh dear, I've slumped to 7th and I've got damage. This is not... The Hungarian Grand Prix has unravelled. I've got a pit for repairs. And who was that I crashed into? Did I kill Mansell again? That is rather embarrassing. Alright, let's bring it into the pit lane. Get repairs. And carry on the way. Once again, this race. Right, let's go for D tyres still. I'm just going to quickly see who... It was Mansell I murdered. Oh dear. Oh no, the rivalry goes downhill once again. And I've got to do another fight back. Okay, just stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. It's going to be a long old race. Another disaster has befallen the 1992 season. 25th. But I've got fresh boots, so I can try and pull away from Mansell again. Got to be a bit more patient and circumspect about rejoining the track next time. Oh well, keep going. Right, so let's see how far off the back of the field I am as we cross the stripe and get the gap to 24th. Lap 11. Mansell is 2.1 seconds behind. And up the road is going to be... Up the road... It doesn't tell me. It's Mauricio Gugelmin's Jordan is 7.4 seconds up the road. I'm just going to try and stick to them like glue. Overtaking strategy is to stick to them as best I can through the last corner. And just dive bomb into turn 1. Having set the fastest lap, maybe I can get a couple of them. Maybe they'll just swipe my nose off. That's 2 positions, that's both the Jordans. What about a dive bomb into turn 2? Good, that's the way to start overtaking. Up to 22nd on lap 13. As ever, get a good exit from the last corner. Set the fastest lap. Oh no, didn't do that this time. And slipstream past into turn 1. There's a bit of a blockage ahead. 2 cars going side by side. Who's that? That's Suzuki's footwork. And now I'm going to try and pass the Ferrari as well into turn 2. Good, I've got him side by side. But I've come out ahead into 19th. So that must be Boutsen ahead and Capelli behind. And overtaking through here would be absolutely suicidal, so I'm just going to let them go. Maybe there's a manoeuvre on into the chicane. Yes, I think I'm going to pass Boutsen here. Good, nicely done. 18th on lap 14. I'll just stick to them like glue again through the last corner. Or maybe I can do a little shimmy up the inside into the last corner. So that's Leto dealt with. No, he's still coming around the outside. No, he's gone. And that's going to be Gruyard's Tyrrell. Dispatched. Running 16th on lap 16. Next up, it's going to be the Venturi of Katayama. I'm just going to go up the inside into turn 2. Bit risky to go down the Lotus as well, but I pulled it off, I think. No, he's still on the inside. Oh, I had a bit of a to-do with Herbert. So that undoes all my good work. I didn't get clomped on the rejoin, but I'm now 22nd all over again. This is lap 17, and I'm chasing a Ligier, and it's probably going to be Comas. I have guessed correctly, it's Comas. And now it's going to be a footwork, and now it's going to be a Ferrari ahead. Oh no, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to let Suzuki go and live to fight for a few more laps yet. Try into the chicane that's coming up. Do a little dive bomb. Let the Ferrari go, but not the footwork. Good. 20th on lap 17. Doing a dive bomb on the Ferrari. That's Capelli's Ferrari ahead. Didn't quite come off, but I can try again into the last corner and get 19th position just behind Boutsen. And next up is Boutsen's Ligier as we start lap 18. I'm 18th. Big dive bomb. Dive bomb with the Dallara. Oh no, it's Leto's gave me space. Good. 18th at the end of lap 18. Oh, set the fastest lap. Now I'm going to dive bomb the Dallara and the Lotus to gain 2 more spots. 16th. Just following the Tyrrell ahead. Right, might be able to move on here into the last corner. Good. 15th on lap 19. at the end of lap 19. Next up, it's going to be Gasho's Venturi. Start of lap 20. Too far back from the Minardi, I think. Just let the Minardi go. That's Fittipaldi's Minardi. So I'll try and get him into the next corner. Oh, that was Katayama's Venturi. I do apologise, not Gasho's Venturi. But we're 13th on lap 20. End of lap 20, a little dive on De Cesaris, but too far back to make that work. So I'll just come out of the last corner as best I can. Use those D tyres to their full advantage. 12th. 12th on lap 20. Was that lap 20? I've lost count. Morbidelli is the Minardi ahead. And now it's going to be Pierluigi Martini's Delara. It's lap 21 indeed. And I'm running 11th. Do a little dive on Martini. Good. All is well. Oh, clomped a curb. Survived the curb clompage. Looks like there might be a bit of a gap ahead of Häkkinen, so a bit of space to breathe, room to breathe, lap times to set. And let's see who's next up the road. In 8th, I'm going to hunt down Wendlinger, my teammate. He's having a great run in the sister march. Wendlinger is 8.8 seconds up the road, so I'm hunting him down. Oh, that's also very wide. Maybe it's time to get rid of these D tyres and come in for some C tyres. Oh, I am up to 8th, so there have been pit stops. I'm calling the pits. I'm coming in for C tyres at the end of lap 28. Right, pit entry, try not to cock this up. Take it nice and easy. There'll be a chicane around here somewhere. There it is. Nice and slow through the chicane. Oh, don't club the wall. Look out for the pit garage, pit box. And take on some fresh sea rubber. Good. Swig of tea. Hopefully the stop's not too slow. Good, that's pretty decent. I've slumped to 11th on the pit exit. Chasing down a Ferrari. Who is that Ferrari, you ask? Well, I want to know too. It's a Lacey. Right up a Lacey's chuff. On the start-finish straight, going for 10th. And who is this Minardi? Is that for position 2? Yes, two places gained in one corner. That was Morbidelli's Minardi. Right, let's chase. Let's chase Häkkinen. Let's get up the road and get Häkkinen dealt with ASAP. Doesn't tell me how far ahead he is, but I can't see him yet. Oh, that was a curb. That was clomped, and I've lost time. There have been worse clompages this season. Right up Häkkinen's chuff. This is a very risky pass up here around this fast corner, but I think we're going to be okay. Just about okay. Went a bit wide, completely missed the apex, but did not run wide at the exit. So I am 8th on lap 34, and Brundle's Benetton is 7.4 seconds up the road. And it's now Wendlinger, my teammate. Brundle must have overtaken Wendlinger, so Wendlinger is now 7th, Brundle is 6th, and I'm catching the both of them. Here we go, I'm right up Wendlinger's chuff for 7th. That should be an easy pickings. Easy pickings into turn 1 to take 7th. Good. Oh, don't run too wide. Now apparently I'm chasing Michele Alboreto for 6th position. He's having a bloody good race. Well done, Michele, in his footwork. Just shimmy past Alboreto into the last corner. That's 6th position at the end of lap 39. Another lap behind Brundle. Not quite close enough to make a move. Maybe this time around, just ever so slightly closer. Just get a really good exit onto the front straight. Watch him pull away slightly. Okay, yep, this is on now. Close enough for a lunge. And that is 5th. Good. Who's next up the road? It's Patrese Williams next in 4th. Patrese is 16.3 seconds up the road. So I just shimmy past his footwork. Running 5th, it's lap 46, and I'm pressing on. Maybe I can shimmy up the inside of the chicane, braking for the chicane, as he goes through it. let the Venturi go, but not Patrese, and that is 4th position. Everyone's overtaking each other. The epic triple overtake on the back markers. Senna is next up the road, 10.5 seconds. I'll see if I can hunt him down for the podium before the end of this race. Shimmy up the inside of Senna into the penultimate corner. He's going right around the outside of me, that's fine. Just do the same thing into the next corner. The last corner, he's around the outside of me. He's fighting out. Oh, that was a groan of frustration coming from my lungs as I slump back down to 4th. 5th indeed. Because I cannot patiently overtake Ayrton Senna at the Hungaroring. So I'm back down to 6th, and I have to do it all over again behind Brundle's Benetton and all the backmarker traffic. Oh no, that was lapping Mansell, I think. Was that Mansell or Patrese? We'll perhaps find out. Nope, that was Patrese. I'm now 4th. And we continue onwards to Senna. Once again, hunting down Senna. And I'll try not to balls it up this time. Once again, lap 56 in the books. Lap 57. Senna is just ahead of me. And I'm going to try the dive bomb into the first corner. Although I am trying to be more patient. He's gone right around the outside of me. I'll just try the inside into the next corner. Try not to have a to-do with the Lotus. Good. Looks like there's a big gaggle of cars ahead. I'm now up to 3rd. It's lap 57. I think that's the leaders ahead of me. It must be Berger and Schumacher. Oh, almost came a cropper against the back of Schumacher. That is 2nd. Taken 2nd off Schumacher. Right, next up the road it must be Berger. Berger must be leading and he's trying to lap Mansell. Yep, that's Berger straight ahead. Just do the old dive bomb for the lead. Good. Oh, now I just need to deal with this very slow Minardi. Won't do anything about it up here. Just take it easy through here. Just run wide. Good. 1 or 2. Oh, I don't believe it. I cannot catch a break. Cannot catch a break at this bloody Hungarian Grand Prix. Hungaroring. Oh, I can't even accelerate. 6th. Lap 58. 6th. It is Patrese, 1.3 seconds up the road. Still running 6th on lap 61. But all the leaders are right in front of me. The top 5 are dead ahead. And that was 5th on lap 61. Tried to do the old dive bomb on Senna. I feel very slow. I think I've taken Senna for 4th. He didn't like it. He gave me a right rear nibble. But on lap 62, I am surviving in 4th. Long may it continue. Next up, it's still Brundle ahead. Everyone's very slow. Just going around the outside of Brundle now. That probably won't come off. It came off somehow. I don't know how I survived that mess. That absolute nonsense. And I've come out ahead in 3rd. Lap 63. Lap 64. Running 3rd. Chasing down Schumacher. Dive for me Schumacher into turn 1. And taking 2nd. But he's still on my outside. And now I'm going to not dive bomb Berger. I'm just going to run into the back of him. And now Schumacher is coming around my outside somehow. I'm still in 3rd on lap 64. And everyone's very, very slow and frustrating me. There's no way through this wall of traffic. Right. Absolute epic dive bomb into the chicane on them all. 1st. Finally, I'm running 1st. Let's try and make it last for more than one corner. 2 corners indeed. It's going well. In the lead. Lap 74. 5 to go. 5 laps to go. Still running first. Berger is 7.4 seconds behind me, and I'm negotiating some back markers. That was my teammate, and everyone's very slow. My teammate just gave me a nudge and knocked me out of the way. Knocked me out of the lead as I came past to lap him. Thanks for that. That's teamwork making the dream work. Andrea de Cesaris is setting the fastest lap all of a sudden. Look at the back markers go. It's lap 77. It's the final lap, and I'm still running in first. Somehow, I have survived all the chaos to lead the final lap. Berger is 2.4 seconds behind me. No pressure. Got a couple of back markers between me and Berger. I've just got to deal with this Delara at some point, or not. Just follow it home. There's no pressure. No need to go too crazy on the final lap. No need to do any dive bombs or any crazy maneuvers. I've laboured my way to the lead. I'm labouring my way to the win. I came a cropper more than once. I crashed into Mansell. But I'm beating the Williams pairs. The pair of Williamses are being beaten into submission. And it can only be good news for the championship. So let's just negotiate these final few corners without dying. Try and bring it across the stripe for the win. Here we go. It's 1 corner to go. Can I avoid the curb? No curb has been clomped. It's the starting grid. It's the checkered flag, and the race has been won by Harry Heinz Watson. And I can only apologise for the absolute mess I made of that, but AI, as ever, is going to AI, and they made it as difficult as possible. I made it as difficult as possible, unnecessarily clomping curbs, but a win is a win. 10 points is 10 points, and let's see how they all came home and how the points stack up. So after all that, I won from Berger, Brundle, Schumacher, Senna, Patrese and Alesi. Then it was Martini, Alboreto and Hakkinen rounding out the top 10. So just 1 point for Williams. Mansell came home in 12th, which means in the Drivers' Championship table, it's still Patrese, 4 points ahead of me. I've got 10 points now on Nigel Mansell. Then it's Berger, Schumacher, Brundle, Senna, Alesi, Capelli, Herbert and Hakkinen, who are your point scorers after 10 rounds. In the Constructors' Championship, it is still Williams atop the table. I'm scoring all of the March points, 55 in second. Then it's the McLaren, the Benetton team, Ferrari and Lotus in the Constructors' Championship after 10 rounds. Next up we go to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix for round 11. The Belgian Grand Prix will be next. Join me next time for the Belgian Grand Prix. Goodbye.